Hello, good day, everyone. Shed Walker is my name. Today we'll be talking about United Kingdom Global Talent Visa. And during the presentation, very short presentation, you can also leave your comments and you can reach out. But I have to put this disclaimer out there. I'm not immigration experts, but we are just trying to share the information just to encourage ourselves and just to, information is the key. Information is the power. So once you have all this information and you can take a step by yourself or by Anthony or by the immigration experts. So thank you so much for following this page and like and share to other people just for them to also benefit from all this information. It's an in immigration online chats whereby once in a while we call ourselves together, then we have a chat together and discuss about the current information around the globe. So I will be bringing different opportunity that we can lay our hands on, whether you have whatever the degree you have the opportunity to also, take a look at it. And I believe at the end of the day, you will have one or two things to take home. Thank you.
In the field of science, engineering, medicine, social sciences, or the humanities. So for me, I'm in engineering. So there are two stages to it. The first stage is you have to get endorsed. And the second stage is you apply for the visa after you get already got endorsed. So the endorsement is like the most critical part of it. It's the most difficult part of it. Once you get the endorsement, getting the visa is quite easy and straightforward. So, and the interesting part of it is that when you have the visa, you are going to be given up to 5 years visa. So you can also decide to. It doesn't mean you have to take the full 5 years. You can decide to take 1 year, second year, and renew it until it's 5 years. But you can get 5 years at a stretch. You can also renew the 5 years again and get another 5 years if you want. But the interesting part of it is once you're on the visa, you can apply for settlement after 3 years on the visa. So rather than getting 5 years on the visa, after 3 years, you can just go ahead and apply for settlement. And after a year on settlement, you can apply for citizenship. So, but the critical part is getting the endorsement. And this is how it goes. There are different routes to getting the endorsement. The first one is having a research position, an academic or research position. That's in the UK, like a senior research position. Then you can apply for it straight away. And the other one is having an individual fellowship that is recognized. There are specific fellowship that is recognized. If you click on this list or this portion, you can get to see the list of the fellowship that are recognized. But the most common one for someone who has no direct link, who doesn't have an academic position in the UK, or who doesn't have anything, or who just want to move, and who is in academics, is the peer review, which is the fourth one. So this is more like you submitting all your credentials or your profile to an independent person to assess your document and endorse you either as an exceptional talent or as an exceptional promised talent. So there are two parts to it. So once you can get endorsed as an exceptional talent or as an exceptional promise. So exceptional promise is someone who is, let me just say, an early career researcher. An exceptional talent is someone who is a leader in the field already. So the route for the peer review process, the requirement rather, for the peer review process, I mean the eligibility criteria rather, for the peer review process, the first one for the exceptional talent who is a leader is you must, of course, you must be an active researcher in the university or in the industry, and you must have a PhD, and you must be a member of the National Academy and stuff like that. But for the exceptional promise, also you must be an active researcher. You must have a PhD, and you must be at an early stage in your career. And also you must have been awarded a fellowship or international fellowship or something in the last 5 years. So when I applied for this, I applied for it last year. So the body that assessed my application is the, let me go back, is the Royal Academy. So these are the bodies here. Okay, yeah, these are the bodies here. The Royal Academy, we assess that of, we assess people in engineering. Okay, let me just open it here. Royal Academy will apply, I mean, we assess the document of people in engineering. The British Academy, we assess people in social science, humanities. So you can see the courses here if you're in this one of these fields or these fields here. So the education, law, and things like that. So the British Academy will assess that, and the Royal Academy will assess that of engineering and all this like that. So once you apply to them and you meet one, okay, when I applied last year, I applied under the Royal Academy of Engineering. So the important thing was how I met this criteria is that, okay, one, I had a PhD, which is the first requirement, and I'm actively working in academia. And the other thing also was sorry. Okay, so I'm at an early stage in my career, yeah, and also I had a fellowship. So the fellowship I had was a fellowship I got from Technical University of Dortmund in Germany. So it's more like a guest professorship for 3 months. So that is the fellowship I used. So I don't know, maybe if you're doing postdoc, maybe you've received NRF fellowship or any other fellowship, even if it's a short term, you can always use it. So it's just for you to be able to show that your fellowship was, I mean, when you apply for it, was competitive and it's internationally recognized. So you can present any form of fellowship like that. And also you show evidence of your publications, you have gotten some funding, or you also won prizes or award, any form of prize and award that you've won, no matter how small. These are things that you, so basically it revolves around having a PhD, your publications also, which is important, because they tend to measure your research output relative to your career stage. So if you are within the first 3 years of your career, for instance, as an early career researcher, so there's a certain amount of publication that is expected from you. I don't know that, so I don't know the amount, but it's based on what the whoever is assessing the document, whatever the person considered to be enough at that time. But it's important to have as much as possible that you can, I mean, to show. So not really about citations. At that time when I applied, I don't really have much citations. So, but then it's more of publications and having some fundings and having this fellowship. So what other thing again? So yeah, let me just leave it at this. So maybe if you have any question, I can answer and tell more from the questions. So also you can apply for your dependents. Yeah, you can. The interesting thing is you can apply for your wife or your daughter. They tend to have work permit easily. They get the same 5 years you're getting. So they can also, they're eligible to work in the UK, and your children are also eligible to work and live there as well. And what other thing again? What would I? So let me just put it there. So if you have any questions, then I can answer the questions.
I have a question.
Okay.
So what is the process itself? You explain everything we have to do. What's the process? How long does it take for the first and the second phase?
Okay, for the first phase, it depends on the body. For instance, I said the body who is going to assess that of engineering is the Royal Academy of Engineering. For them, it takes 8 weeks. That is standard. It's on the website. So once you Google the website, the Royal Academy, they list the procedure there and they tell you it takes 8 weeks. So you tend to get it within 8 weeks. I got mine, I think, within 3 weeks. You got the endorsement within 3 weeks. So then the visa itself, depending, you're going to apply from wherever you are in your country. So it depends on the volume of application they have there. But that can also take maybe 2-3 weeks, depending on the application that they have there. So yeah, then I don't know much about that of the one you apply through the British Academy, which is for the humanities, and I don't know how long that takes. But I'm sure that can also be, you can easily get that on their website as well. So yeah, procedure.
Okay.
The procedure for the endorsement is it's just you go to the website, what's it called, the UK website where you normally apply for visa. So let me see if you can. It's just the normal. If you're applying for maybe UK visa, it's also on the website there. So that's where you apply directly to the UK website for the endorsement. So they are the one that will send your application to whichever body that is going to assess. You are not going to apply directly to the body. You just apply directly to the UK website. All the information, they will ask you for the information about the award, about the fellowship, about things like that. So once you apply on their website, you won't be able to upload document there. But once they receive your application and they will send you an email directly to email them your supporting documents. So, but the supporting documents, yeah, one thing I forgot to mention as well is you also need a recommendation letter, which is very important. You need it from someone, an eminent person who is resident in the UK, who is based in the UK.